What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to this double perfect war tie here at X-Loyal. Some amazing attacks and such a great war all around. 100% destruction by both clans leading into the tie. So we're going to wrap this up with a couple of attacks from X-Loyal as a recap, starting out with my attack against their number 11. So this is a Townhall 8 Dragluon attack. I did have a guide on this not too long ago. I'll link it in the top right of the video now, but we're starting out zap-quaking the air defense over on the west. Notice how I got some damage onto the air defense over in the east, and then I'm bringing my dragons into the air defense. Sorry, I got some damage on the air defense to the north. I'm bringing my dragons into the air defense at the east behind the air sweeper. So I'm just being a little bit patient whilst they create a funnel, and then I have a big group of them here that are heading into this archer tower, and they're all going to head over that air defense with the help of the rage spell. So the rage spell is used to power them up to the air defense and get it down as soon as possible. As soon as that clan castle is occupied, I have my clan castle balloons flying in towards the air defense at the north, making sure to track them to the archer tower first. I knew there wasn't a hidden Tesla in this area from a previous attack, so I knew they would go to the cannon and then down to the air defense, even get that mortar and this Tesla here as well. Now I had to make sure to have a couple of dragons coming down the southwest side here, just because there was some archer towers in that area and I didn't want to lose on time and have to loop my dragons back around. So as you can see at this point, we have a lot of dragons left over and only one archer tower that can do any major damage to them. So we'll start to speed this up, and as you can see, by bringing them couple of dragons down the southwest side, it just meant that we didn't then have to have these dragons loop back on themselves, because that is mainly the only thing you have to worry about with the Dragluon attack, that you might run out of time. Now I could have brought some minions for these builder huts, but I figured I would have plenty of time, and I certainly did, to smash that max Townhall 8 with the Dragluon. Go check out my guide, you'll see exactly how I did that in depth, and hopefully it will help you guys as well. So let's show you a Townhall 8 hog attack by the thing, and then we'll move back to a Townhall 8 Dragluon done slightly differently. So you can see on this one, the mass hog riders using a couple here to take out the wizard tower on the outside, but you'll notice that he's basically coming in to lure that clan castle. So it is a dragon and a balloon in there, and the thing likes to take this out the old-fashioned way. I really like how he takes down the clan castles, so builder huts in the corner are always useful to lure the clan castle out to the side. Here they come, and you will notice that a couple of barbarians to distract first, but then there we have it. The two witches 2-2-3 combination is always very good. Taking out the dragons, and you'll see that the skeletons spawned from the witches just keep them distracted whilst the wizards take them down. So once that has happened, we're bringing the hog riders in right across this side, really spacing them out. Anyone that remembers the old Asian wall style of hogs, this is basically what we're doing, spreading them right the way across, and they're just going to move through the base. The only areas you have to worry out for are the giant bombs, which obviously we're trying to pre-heal, and you'll see the skeletons running after the hogs here. Still does have the poison spells which are coming in now, just to get them down and make sure that the hog riders don't take too much damage, because you'll be surprised with them chipping away just how much damage they can do. Very useful for the king to take out the bomb tower on the side there, just so the hogs don't end up on that with the giant bomb underneath it when we don't have the heal. But there's the final heal in right in this area where there could be potential for giant bombs, and as you see, there certainly is. So we pre-healed that spot, and the final few defenses fall. Now with hog riders, you know that as long as you can keep quite a few of them up, they're quite fast in order to help. Made sure to put barbarians onto the builders' huts at the side as well though, and a couple of wizards to help with cleanup. And again, that is wrecked base. But as we said, this is a 100% perfect war. Every single base got 3-starred. So moving back down, this is again a Townhall 8 Dragluon. We'll move up to some Townhall 9 attacks in a second, but notice this base and the sweepers. So this is trying to almost defend against the dragon attack, enticing you in to come in from the south, but then the sweeper there really giving you a bit of issue. So we Zapquake the one that is going to be the furthest away in terms of the air defense, the one that the dragons would get to last. That means the radius of it would be smashing in on the dragon. So you need to get that down, and then notice how he's very patient until these gold storages go down before he brings the balloons in, making sure that the dragons will funnel. That's what the gold storages were for, sorry. But the balloons coming in at separate sides, he's really trying to track them both to these air defense. And you'll see that the balloons were caught by the hidden Tesla on the left hand side there, but it's not going to matter. Using the rage spell to push them through, the first air defense goes down. Although there's the air skeletons pop up, the balloons are able to get that other air defense down. And you can see that the dragons now only have to worry about the archer towers at the back, but he still has his king. And in my guide, this is exactly what I'd like to do with the barbarian king. So you can use him initially to help with the funnel, but I often like to use him on the back end here to distract the archer towers and protect your dragons coming through. So I'd have maybe had him in a little bit quicker than this. Is he even coming in? I'm not even too sure. He might be trying to swag the king. He certainly could, because, well, he wouldn't have needed it, but we put it in anyway. And as you can see, the dragons have wrecked this base. Another Dragluon attack at Townhall 8. So let's move up to some Townhall 9 attacks. We're going to go to Spike against their number 8 base. And this is more of a lower level Townhall 9, but you'll see that any of the strategies you see work, you often get in the comments, will this work for me? And it's basically just adjusting the level of base you're going up against. If you have lower level heroes and lower level troops, you can't really be expecting to take out max bases. But anyway, in we come with the baby dragons to funnel on either side, and we have the golem coming in first. Wizards are there behind, but the golem's taking a lot of fire from the enemy queen there, really just waiting until some of these buildings go down before he makes his major push with the rest of his troops. So the funnel's then created. We're starting to bring the wall breakers in to get them into that area. Here come the clan castle of bowlers, which is why we really needed that funnel, because they can be a little bit tricky to funnel. In they come, enemy queen goes down. We have the jump spell, which is going to give the troops access into that main compartment near the town hall. The enemy CC comes out and the poison spell is on top of them. The queen isn't going to have much of an issue taking them down. So we've really got in, we've taken 2 air defense down, the enemy queen and the CC is down, and you'll notice that we have a lava loon for the back end. Now there is a Tesla sitting in the corner here, but that's always quite easy to take out once you know it's there by just simply popping a balloon straight on top of it. So he's bringing the balloons in first just because the air defense weren't really in range of them, and it just allows them to get in since the lava hounds are a bit quicker. And it means the lava hounds can tank for a little bit longer. So the haste spell is obviously very useful, bringing the balloons in here, just waiting to make sure that the defenses are onto the lava hounds before he brings the balloons in. So as they track down to the south here, to the southern air defense, he can then bring the balloons in. The ones on this archer tower were just out of range of the lava hound, but it's not going to matter. There's certainly plenty of balloons, and it's very handy to have them coupled just for that wizard tower, although we did have the haste spell there as well. So he does have another balloon which he can bring in. I was just about to say over on these gold storages, because they're high hit points, the wizards can take a little bit of time to get through them. So he put his wizards at the top, put his balloon onto the high hit point storage at the bottom there just to help with cleanup. So again, another nice attack there at Town Hall 9 this time. We'll move on to another Town Hall 9 attack, then Town Hall 10 and one Town Hall 11 dip. So moving forward, let's go to their number 6, which is by Mini-Me. This one is again a mid-level Town Hall 9, coming in with a similar attack just to really use the lava loon on the back end. So wizards in first just to take out that builder hut, and he's coming in from the north here. He's obviously just going to wait and set the funnel. You'll notice he does have a baby dragon here as well, so he's just making sure to pick off the builders huts, make sure he doesn't forget about them. In comes the golem with the wizards and the baby dragon behind. Golem walking right the way around the side there. I'm not sure where it's attracted to. I'm not sure how on earth the golem walked around there, but it did. It decided to. In come the bowlers towards the center because that funnel's created. They're going to go right in towards where the enemy queen is. And again, this isn't going to be an issue to get the CC because you'll see it comes right into this area, the radius. Dragon and balloons there again with the poison spell on top. And then again, we have 2 air defense down, the enemy CC, the enemy queen. And it just means we have the lava hounds for the air defense on the back end here. And we're coming in behind the air sweeper. So just waiting to try and get some of these expos down really, because they're both pointed at air and they can do quite a lot of damage to your balloons, especially with where they are there. Queen ability is popped just so we can get them down, and I think he's just waiting to see how much she can get. So cutting the lava hound in from the west, and the balloons are coming in just targeting the defenses here. Once they're turned around and attracted to the lava hound, another one coming in from the south. Here come the haze spells to help the balloons through, and then he's not bringing any over to the east side of the base here until that air defense goes down. There goes the lava hound across to the air defense. Now the archer towers are attracted to the lava hound and he can bring in his balloons on the other side. There's the haste spell to help them through, and it's really just that wizard tower that could do any damage, but the balloons will just be about within that haste spell to get them onto it. Luckily they split there as well, which is always nice to ensure that you get it. And again, just a case of popping the troops around the side. Very similar Townhall 9 attacks there, getting in, getting to air defense, getting the enemy CC and Archer Queen, and then really just using the lava loon for the back end. So we'll move on to Townhall 10 and Townhall 11 attacks just to wrap up this video. Again, just wanted to showcase you guys, not very often that you get a 100% perfect war, but here it was. So let's move right up to their number 2, Dibber-Dog, one of our pros. In he comes. Now, he actually 3-starred their number 2 and their 3 using this very same method. So he zap-quaked the air defense in the south, used a haste spell with a couple of balloons to come in and get that archer tower, but more importantly, he's lured the CC with that. Now, only a dragon has came out, and he's got the queen onto it. That's going to go down easily because it's attracted onto the king. And you'll notice that he mainly just has a lava loonian attack. So he's coming in with 4 lava hounds straight away and making sure to spread the balloons right across the area that the lava hounds are protecting. So in they all come, rage and a haste spell. So the rage over the top of the queen there, just so that we can get them down. Hopefully you can see the splash damage of the balloons, not quite getting it. Often the lava hound will pop and you'll get the enemy queen there with the rage spell and the lava pups, but we have plenty of them moving through. Another rage spell over here next to the next air defense, and there you can see the lava pups just taking out the queen there once they had popped. And he certainly does have quite a few balloons here for the end of the base. Absolutely crushed that. So it was a Townhall 10 base, but it was Townhall 9.5 really. But Dibber-Dog does have lower level heroes, so really utilising that extra spell slot, to be honest. Still has a lava hound that didn't pop, but nice attack. I did want to showcase one of them because he did get a 6-pack in this war and really helped us to get the perfect war. We did have a couple of bases that were 3-starred a number of times. Once we got there, it was a case of just practicing. So the last one, number 1 versus number 1. And this is Townhall 11 Dip. He doesn't have the Grand Warden. You can see the Queen at level 41 though. And let's just see how he takes this down. So he has the Baby Dragon coming in first over from the west hand side, just to start creating that funnel. And then he has a Giant to lure the CC up near the north. We have a clan castle of bowlers coming in, and he's really coming in towards this Inferno tower to start with. So again, Baby Dragons to funnel over on that side where the CC is. They're even going to start taking that out, but here come the rest of the troops in terms of the heroes and a couple of Valkyries really getting in and getting that Inferno tower down straight away. And then it's really just dissecting the ring of this base. So he's making a good start here, really trying to get 2 air defense down as well. I think that first one's down, but the Valkyries are caught trying to get the enemy queen there. They're all going to go down, and the other Valkyries and his own heroes are going to continue round the circle clockwise. So a couple of archer towers at the top here, just distracted by the heroes. They turned around and started shooting at the balloons. I think that was the enemy, the king going down, sorry, that caused them to do that. But it's not going to be an issue because then balloons will get them down. the Lava Hound coming in towards the air defense, and it's just a case of bringing the troops right around the side of the base in terms of the Lavalunian portion. You don't have to worry about them being sidetracked and going into the core and things, because his queen is going to be able to get them Teslas, and it's just a case of bringing the rest of the troops around the side. So as the Lava Hounds are on this air defense, just keeping the balloons in that area. His spell to help. Now as the Lava Hound rushes across, you can see poison spell onto the queen to slow her down. It's going to be helpful to get that to pop though, and the rest of the balloons coming towards the south, really towards this wizard tower, and once that goes down, there's not really going to be anything else which can stop these balloons, just the queen. But we certainly have plenty of troops left over for cleanup, even have our own queen going around now onto the walls to try and get that building which the wizard is taking out, and really that's the end of it. Absolutely wrecked it, and a great war all around. 100% by both clans, so I really just wanted to showcase a couple of our attacks here at X-Loyal. Great war by both clans. Like I said, it's not very often you get a 100% war either side. Had a couple of technical issues recording there. Not very often you have a 100% war either side. Just wanted to showcase some of them attacks. I've been your host, Judo Sloth. I hope you enjoyed this one. Peace out, guys.
Stay tuned for more Clash of Clans.